Hey guys, it's Cranky here back with another video, and today's video is going to be kind of different. It's going to be a story time. Something very interesting happened today. You guys read the title, you guys know what it is. Basically, I had a very racist teacher who was just racist for no reason. Like, if I was to put this dude's racism on a scale of 1 to 10, it would be at an 11. He is probably more racist than the person in the thumbnail. But yeah, I'm not gonna beg for likes or anything. If you wanna like, and with that being said, let's get into the story. So the story all starts off on my second last period, which just so happened to be auto shop. I was just chilling, working on some cars. I didn't really do much in that class, but either way. At the end of the class, one of my friends came up to me. Let's just call him Kevin. Kevin had math class second last period. I had math class last period. And then he proceeds to tell me that for math class we have a supply. And the supply that we have is so racist, so unbelievably racist, that you couldn't describe it. So then he proceeds to give me an example of what he said to him. Basically, he was playing games in the back of the class, right? As one does, once you finish your work, you might as well just play some games. He was playing a shooter game. And then the teacher came up to him and said, "Why do you play shooter games? Is it because you grew up in a violent household?" And I think you can guess why the teacher thought that he was playing a shooter game. Yeah, my friend was Middle Eastern. Or another example he gave me, there was a black guy who came into the class, and he asks the teacher, "Hey teacher, I forgot one of my binders here, can I go pick it up?" Just a regular dude looking for his binder, which he probably forgot in the last period. But then this teacher proceeds, and I kid you not, this is what my friend said: "Why are you people so undisciplined? Should we start chopping heads?" I don't know what he meant by chopping heads, but rewinding back, he said "you people." I don't know what he means by "you people," but I'm assuming it means black people. So yeah, going into math class, I'm already thinking, okay, this teacher's probably racist. He thinks Middle Eastern people are shooters, and he thinks that black people are undisciplined. And also wants to chop off their head, I guess. But imagine my absolute shock when I go to my math class and I figure out that, wait a minute, I had this teacher before. The supply teacher was actually a supply teacher for my auto shop class, like a week prior. And during that auto shop class, he was very, very chill actually. There was no problem with him whatsoever. So I'm immediately thinking, okay, maybe it was a fluke, maybe those kids were just being kind of rowdy, maybe he's not actually that racist. But all of these thoughts of, hey, maybe the teacher's not so racist, immediately disappear the moment that I sit down. Since the moment that I sit down, the teacher singles out a group of like 4 black kids and tells them, and I quote, "I can already tell that this group is going to be problematic." Keep in mind, this group didn't talk to each other. They didn't do anything. All that they did was sit down and do nothing. The only reason why I say group necessarily is because, as you could probably guess, they were all black people. Yeah, he was singling out a bunch of black people and telling them, yeah, you're going to be problematic. So immediately all thoughts just exit my mind, and I'm thinking, why the heck is he so racist right now? Like, I still don't know. The dude was pretty old, so maybe like once the capacity of black kids increases to like 30% in a class, he just becomes racist because he remembers back in the good old days. But that's not the worst of it, since after that, another kid, a black kid, decides to make the grave mistake of eating food in class. Keep in mind, I did this before. When he was my auto shop teacher, I was eating food in the back of class, just like this dude was. But apparently, because he was black, this teacher started to yell at him and tell him, "You can't eat food in class. You can't eat food in class. Why are you such a bad kid?" Keep in mind, there was no rule at our school that you couldn't eat food. This dude is making up rules out of thin air. He let me eat food, but once the black kid does it, apparently you can't do it anymore. But that's not all, ladies and gentlemen, because after that, he decides to point out to the first group of people and tells them, and I quote, "When one member of a group does something, it's the whole group's fault," and proceeds to call the office on the entire group. Which, keep in mind, that group has no association with that other dude. They were on the complete opposite sides of class. They haven't spoken a single word with each other. The only way that they are alike is because that they are all black. So yeah, I'm going to try to calm down a bit. It's just kind of crazy. You don't expect to see blatant racism in the school education system. Like, it's more funny than anything, but I'd imagine that once you even utter something racist, a racist remark or anything like that, you get fired. Like, at least that's how I imagined it till now. Cause like, the school system really, really hates racism. Like, you say one slight racial remark, boom, all of a sudden you're like getting in a bunch of trouble. But apparently when it comes to teachers, once they get to a certain age, well, nobody cares anymore. Like, I remember specifically my auto shop teacher, and this is a completely different story. He got fired actually for saying the N-word to a bunch of students. Not just that, but he also kissed a student, but mainly the N-word part, I'm assuming. Because you see, he would yell the N-word like every 5 seconds. He was talking about like racial slurs and their meaning, and he was just, casually throwing up the N-word, the C slur, every slur under the rainbow. He did not care. He would say it. But apparently, when it comes to this teacher, it's different, I guess. Maybe it's because the teacher was Asian, so I don't know. I really can't explain how this dude wasn't fired already. But either way, once the hall monitor comes and somebody else from the office, they had to pull her out of a meeting to come to our class. She came to our class and gave the generic, "Class, you can't be like this, guys. You guys have to be good students." Man, I suck at doing a female voice. Anyways, once she was done giving her speech, she asked the group involved, "Yo, do you guys want to go to the office and like resolve this issue?" And I mean, the people are probably thinking, yeah, this teacher's kind of racist. I'm gonna go to the office and report him. As one does. But one dude, he decided, yeah, no, I don't want to deal with this. This is gonna take time out my day. I'd rather just do my math. Good student, right? But then this teacher, as a cherry on top, decides, yeah, no, 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 that's not enough. I'm going to do one final racist remark. And then he tells the kid, no, 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 you should go with them. You should go with them. Get out of my class, please. And the weirdest thing is, after the black kids left, the teacher was like normal. It was like nothing ever happened. I was playing games in the back of the class. Don't get me wrong. I didn't do any mathing in that class. I was playing Trackmania. I was getting the gold for everything. I even put on some music, cause why not? Teacher didn't even bat an eye. And although he didn't say anything blatantly racist, it's pretty clear that it was targeted towards a certain racial group. And one thing that I forgot to mention is that after the teacher said to Kevin that, yeah, you're playing shooter games because you grew up in a bad household because you're Middle Eastern or whatever, he went to a white kid who was doing the exact same thing, playing a shooter game. And apparently, from what Kevin's telling me, he started complimenting him on his game. Yeah, if you're Arab, it's because you weren't raised right, but if you're white, it's good job, bro. You're going to be a professional gamer. But yeah, with that being said, that's the story of the most racist teacher I've ever had. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you like the video. Trust me, it'll show it to like 10 more people because you liked it. That's just how the algorithm works. And please make sure that you comment below. If you don't know what to comment, just comment "I like the video" and I'll halt your comment for free. But yeah, I'll see you guys either in the comments of this video or on this video. I am out. Peace.